Good? Alright, boys. We are nearing Mamash a couple of days before Rosh Hashana. That's the day that every single Jew, every person in the world will be judged. There's a great rabbi by the name of Rav Zusha. This rabbi, 2-3 days before Rosh Hashana, would get up in front of his congregants and he would give a sermon, one powerful speech to give the guys in the shul, the congregants in the shul, some encouragement. What would he say? He would get up and he would say, Hashem, we don't have merits for you to answer our prayers, for you to forgive us, for you to inscribe us in the book of life. We don't have merits. We're not good enough. But you should still inscribe us. Still write us in the book of life. You know in whose merit? In the merit of your tefillin. What does that mean? God wears tefillin? What does it mean in the merit of God's tefillin? So that the people in the world, the angels, so they don't doubt the kashrut of your tefillin. So now you're all looking at me with this wondrous look. What does it mean that Hashem has tefillin? It's like the Gemara in Brachot says that we, the Jewish people, we have tefillin. We wear tefillin, yeah? What parsha do we have in our tefillin? Shema, the parsha of Shema. What is the prayer of Shema? Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. We praise Hashem in our tefillin. The Gemara in Brachot says that Hashem also wears tefillin. Now, what's written in Hashem's tefillin? If in our tefillin, Shema is written, what's written in Hashem's tefillin? Mi ka'amcha Yisrael, goy echad ba'aretz. In Hashem's tefillin, He's praising the Jewish nation. Who is like the Jewish nation? Who's good like them? He's praising us. In our tefillin, we're praising Him. In His tefillin, He's praising us. And every day, you should know, when Hashem, whatever that means, puts on His tefillin, allegorically, Hashem does not have a head, He doesn't have a body to put on tefillin. But just allegorically to understand what that means that He has tefillin. Every day that He puts it on tefillin, He puts His tefillin on in front of all the angels. In front of all the angels. And while He's putting on His tefillin, you know what He's busy doing? Praising the Jewish nation. He's saying, this Jew, look what he did. Look at this mitzvah he accepted upon himself. Look how much this Jew desires to go to yeshiva. Look how much she refrained from speaking Lashon Hara. Look how much she finished the book of Tehillim. Look how he prayed today. Look, he wore tzitzit today. Look, he learned an extra 10 minutes of Torah today. Hashem is busy praising the Jewish people in front of His angels. Every day when He has His tefillin on. So now, I want to give you a mashal. I want to give you an analogy to understand this a little better. There was once a very, very wealthy man. Very wealthy man. Now, usually wealthy people, they like to keep the money to themselves. But this wealthy guy, he was a very big giver. Very big giver. Anyone that needed help, free loan society was what he was busy with. He would give out free loans. He would help people left and right. So people all around the world would come to him, visit him, and he would give them money. They needed help for a wedding. They needed help for surgery, for insurance, whatever it may be. So now this rich man had a very, very big reputation in his community. He was a good guy. He was very rich. He was very well known. He helped a lot in the community. He built shuls, whatever it was. So this rich man had one son. Only one son. Now, if I could ask, before we continue with the story, take this story and say it over to your families. Take this story, say it over to your friends. There's a big, powerful lesson to it. So he had one son. And his son, unfortunately, did not follow his father's footsteps. His father was an observant man, very well-mannered, aristocrat. His son wasn't that way. He hung out with the wrong crowd. He was doing the wrong things. He wasn't doing well in school, wasn't taking it seriously. And the father would always give ethical lessons to his son, Musar. My son, I have a name in the community. When you go out there, you're carrying my last name. Don't embarrass me. Don't cause me to become red. You have to take school seriously. You have to this. You have to take over my position after I get old, etc., etc. And always used to yell at his child. Always yelled at his child. You have to be like me one day. Yeah, you carry my last name. Don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me. One day the son got sick of it. Father, how much can you? Let me be me. Let me live my life. Let me do what I have to do. Let me make my own decisions. Why do I have to be your shadow? One day the son said, you know what? I've had enough. You don't love me. You're not happy with who I am and who I'm trying to become. He left the house. 1 week. Can't find his son. 2 weeks. 1 month. 3, 4. A whole year passes. His son is nowhere to be found. Now we can only imagine how the father feels. We can only imagine how much the father regrets all those ethical lessons. So the father, of course, the mother, the husband and wife, they're not the happiest people in the world. But he still continues to do what he does, help people, give out money. And he would take that as an advantage. People came to him from all around the world, so he would ask them with a picture. Do you know my son? Do you recognize my son? Who's your son? What's his name? His name is Yaakov Moshe. Did you see him? I haven't seen him in a whole year. He's lost. I can't find him all year. Did you see him? Maybe you saw him. You recognize him. Everyone that comes by, no, we're sorry. Yaakov Moshe doesn't ring a bell. He doesn't look familiar. We can't, we don't know. One day, one guy goes in and he needed a lot of money. He needed a big sum of money. And he hears that, this rich man is looking for his son. So this guy said, you know what? I know how to get good money out of this guy. I'm going to say that I know where his son is. So what happens? Before anyone ever comes, he would ask him, where are you guys from? So one guy said, I'm from Uganda. Wherever that is. If that even exists. So, oh yeah? Do you know Yaakov Moshe? Shows him a picture of his son. Wow. Yeah. Who doesn't know him? Really? Yeah, who's this guy to you? He's my son. Wow. No way. Your son? Good guy. He became so observant. Became so religious. What? My son? Yeah. He's such a good guy. I saw him. I know who he is. Wow. You're unbelievable. You brought joy. You just uplifted my whole mood. All year I was depressed. Where's my son? Where could he be? You just uplifted my whole mood. Unbelievable. Yeah, I know your son. He's in our community. Wow, thank you so much. So how much money do you need? Oh, $50,000. Sure, no problem. You made me so happy. I'll write off whatever it is that you need. He gives him the $50,000. So this guy walks out really happy. The next guy says, hey, I see that you walked out really happy. Did you make good money? Did you get the amount of money you needed? He's like, yeah. Like, what's the secret? What do I tell him? What should I do? Should I compliment him? Should I compliment his house? Should I give him nice words? What can I do to get a good amount of money from this guy? Listen, he has a son that he lost. He's busy, trying to look for him. So, I make up some stuff that his son is a good guy, became religious, etc., etc. He's from a city, Uganda. Just tell him how good his son is, and you'll see he'll give you a good amount of money. But 20% of what he gives me, you give me. I give you this little secret. So no problem. He goes in there. Says, how are you? Where are you, sir? Where are you from? The guy says, what does it matter where I'm from? You don't even know this area. No, tell me where you're from. Yeah, I'm from a place called Uganda. Wait, Uganda? Do you know Yaakov Moshe? Who? Yaakov Moshe, the rabbi? He said, what do you mean? What rabbi? He shows him a picture. This is my son, Yaakov Moshe? He said, yeah, he became a rabbi. I said, no way. He's like, not only did he become a rabbi, he married the rabbi's daughter in the community. Said, what, my son? Yeah, he wears a black hat, tzitzit out, black and white, learns Torah all day. Not only does he learn Torah, But any hard question that anyone has in the community that the main rabbi cannot answer, he tells them, directs them to Yaakov Moshe, your son. Wow, unbelievable. No way, my son became like this. Unbelievable. How did he become a rabbi one day? And he's so happy. He's like, tell me, can you do me a favor? Now listen to this. I want to go. My son has a bad reputation in our community. I want to go make a 7-day festival. On me. The whole city is invited to the nearest wedding hall. We're going to rent it out for 7 days. And we're going to feast. And these 7 days, me and you are going to go up on stage. You're going to tell all the people in the city about my son. All these things you're telling me, you're going to tell the people. Deal? I said, no problem. Okay, how much do you want? $100,000. You got it. You made me so happy. Here's the $100,000. He gives the $100,000. 7 days. Feasting, music, speeches about his son, who he became, how he's changed. He became this. He married the rabbi's daughter. He's a Talmid Chacham. He's a great sage. He became a rabbi, etc., etc., etc. The father's so happy. 7 days of feasting are over. He comes home to his wife. He says, no, this is who our son became. Wow, unbelievable. We thought we were going to lose him. We thought he left. We thought this. We thought that. But we got to find this place, Uganda. We have to go and we have to find our son. We got to bring him home. Or we got to visit him. As soon as he's saying this to his wife, knock on the door. Who's there?
His son.
His son, Yaakov Moshe. So he goes. He sees in the intercom. He opens the door. He sees his son. Ripped clothes. Bruises. No kippah. No tzitzit. He says, Yaakov Moshe, where were you? Where's your kippah? Where's your black hat? Where's the black and white? Where's your tzitzit? What are you talking about? What kippah? What are we talking about? What tzitzit? Did I ever wear tzitzit? Did I ever wear kippah? What are you saying? Why are you bruised up? Why are your clothes ripped? Where's your wife? Where's the rabbi? He said, what are you saying? What wife? He said, where were you? His father, I was in jail. Jail? What do you mean you were in jail? How did you get to jail? I left the house. I had nowhere to go. I didn't want to come home. I was very upset at you. So I had no place to sleep. I had nothing to eat. So I wanted to go. I wanted to steal, the grocery stores, but I couldn't because all the people there know you, and I didn't want to continue to ruin your reputation. So I go over to the next city. I take a train to the next city where they don't know you, and I start to steal over there. And they call me and they put me to jail for a year. That's why. That's where I was. And the father's sitting there thinking 7 days. He was there, the whole city, feasting with them. Speeches about his son, that he became like this and he became like that, how he improved, how he married the rabbi's daughter. He's like, now, I'm going to go out to the city, they're going to see you. What's going to happen? I'm going to feel embarrassed. I'm going to feel embarrassed. I embarrassed myself. I humiliated myself because I was praising you, but in the end, it bit me. The last laugh is on who?
Me.
On me. Rabbi say, the Gemara tells us, HaShem has tefillin. HaShem wears tefillin. We wear tefillin. And we, like we said earlier, in HaShem's tefillin, what's written? Who is he praising?
Us.
The Jewish nation. Mi kamcha Yisrael goy echad ba'aretz. He's praising us. In our tefillin, we're praising him. In front of all the angels, every single day, he praises the Jewish nation. Every single one of us gets praised by HaShem every day. Come Rosh Hashana, we all visit HaShem's kingdom. All of us, once a year, we come to visit. And the Gemara says, we all come in front of HaShem and he judges us individually. No one's there to help us. Not our mothers, not our fathers, not our siblings, not our friends, not our bosses. Nobody. We're in front of HaShem, he's judging us, we're all alone. And then, those same angels, all year long, those same angels that were there and they heard the praises about the Jewish nation, about all of us, what happens? HaShem is there, and in front of us is us. And we're in front of all the angels, and HaShem is judging us. All the good, all the bad. And the angels say, wait a minute, HaShem. Wait a minute, HaShem. Wait a minute, HaShem. Who's this Jew? You praised him all year long. You were saying how good he is. You were saying how he's like this, how he's like that. You're praising him. Listen, he's in front of us. There's not much to praise. He doesn't look, his account doesn't look so good. And what happens all of a sudden? Hashem becomes embarrassed. And then they start to question the kashrut of Hashem's tefillin. Hashem, your tefillin, maybe it's not kosher, the angels say. You're busy praising the Jewish nation, but there's nothing to praise about them. Look what they're doing. Look, they don't take your commandments seriously. They don't take you seriously. They don't love you as much as you say they love you. They don't keep as much as you say they keep. They put you always second. They forget about you. They only think about you when things in life don't go so well for them. But other than that, they don't need you. They don't prioritize your Torah and mitzvot. So the Rav Zusha, before Rosh Hashana, would say, Hashem, Aseh leman perach. In Slichot we say this, right? Aseh leman shemach, Aseh leman perach. What is perach? Perach is in reference to Hashem's tefillin. Hashem, answer us in zechut of your tefillin. Not in our own merit, in your own merit, so that your tefillin will not be questionable. Answer us because of your tefillin. Answer us for the sake of your tefillin, for you not to be embarrassed. So in the zechut of that, Hashem forgives us. In the zechut of that, Hashem answers our prayers, so that He Himself will not be embarrassed. But let's all ask ourselves, right now, a couple of days before Rosh Hashana, the way I'm living my life, am I embarrassing Hashem? Is He proud of me? Am I embarrassing Hashem? Is He proud of me? If when I come in front of Him in judgment, will He be embarrassed? Or He'll stand there with simcha, He'll stand there and say, this is my child. I can go, I can show him off, and the angels will have nothing to say. Every single person should ask himself this question. The way I'm living my life now, my actions, my decisions, my choices, am I embarrassing Hashem or am I not? And if the answer is that I'm embarrassing Hashem, that we still have a couple of days to sit and contemplate, do cheshbon nefesh, sit and think, what can I change? What can I do better? What can I work on more? What can I do in order for Hashem not to feel embarrassed? And I asked you boys in the beginning, when you go to someone's house, what's the proper thing to do?
Buy them a gift.
To buy them a gift. That's
gesture,
the
right?
gesture, ethical thing to do. You buy them a gift. They're your host. You buy them a gift.
For appreciation.
Appreciation. You don't come to someone's house empty-handed. Our rabbis tell us, on Rosh Hashana, we're going to come into Hashem's house. Because He's going to be judging us, so He judges us in His house. And we're the guests. Isn't it proper to get Him a gift? To buy Him a gift? What's that gift? That gift is taking upon ourselves one mitzvah. One mitzvah. That's the biggest gift to Hashem. Before Judgment Day, before Rosh Hashana, let's sit and think. What can I do? What mitzvah can I take upon myself? What averah can I refrain from? Because I'm going to come to Hashem. I'm the guest. And I want to bring Him a gift. And this way, when we come, we don't come empty-handed. And when you come to a host not empty-handed, he feels happy. He wants to do more, he wants to do better. And in this zechut, that we do cheshbon nefesh, we contemplate in our deeds and ask ourselves, right before Rosh Hashana, am I living my life a way where I'm not embarrassing Hashem? I'm not embarrassing Hashem. Am I living my life this way? And if I am, what changes can I make? And second thing to do, so what can I do? What kind of gift can I bring to Hashem? What kind of mitzvah can I accept upon myself to bring for Hashem? And B'ezrat Hashem, with this help, we should all merit a good year, a year of happiness, success, and joy. We should all be inscribed in the book of life, us and our families. Amen.
Azak Baruch.
Azak